It gives me so much pleasure to introduce my first band of the year as an interview, and I wanted to start with a big one, possibly the most exciting debut single I've heard all year. But to be fair, I listened to it first in 2020, and that statement even still stands. Big up to Hamburger Momma. How are you guys doing?
Good, thanks.
Firstly, guys, usually with bands, I think there's a few questions you want to steer away from, like obvious things like, oh, what are your influences and where did you get your name from? But because this is your first ever interview, I kind of feel like I've got to ask where the name Hamburger Momma came from. It's very distinctive.
It's a lyric from one of the Clash's songs, Charlie Don't Surf, and it's like Charlie Don't Surf for his Hamburger Momma, and I just thought it sounded really cool. So
that is incredible. Well, that's as perfect as influence as anything. I think now I'm just going to show myself up as not being very informed as a music journalist, but going into that, I guess, did you guys properly form in 2020? Because I think April was the first on social media we heard from you with Closer to You. So was it quite like a surreal thing to form in the middle of like a national or international pandemic and lockdown?
Yeah, definitely. It's a bit weird because we were kind of joking about it for so long.
Yeah.
We just we kept posting photos of ourselves pretending we was in a band basically. And then people were like, yeah, when are you going to release music? And then we just were like, yeah, we'll do it. And then, it was just weird. We started it, did a couple rehearsals, and then we just stopped. Basically.
So when you were just like, when you were just like taking photos, could you actually play instruments? Or were people just like, so you literally just learned to play instruments because people were like, you guys look like a band.
Them two, they could already like play guitar, but I'd never even picked up a bass.
Wow. It's always the bass, isn't it? It's like, oh, we need a bassist. You can learn, you can pick it up.
Yeah.
To be fair, you was already kind of interested in learning bass, I think, wasn't you?
I've sort of been saying like for a while, like I really want to like start playing. Yeah. And then we all went to like a music store because Anna was looking at a new guitar, and there was like a bass on sale. It was like a left-handed one.
Wow.
And it was on a really good like offer, so I just thought, why not?
Why not? I think that's the way like everyone's bass journey begins, probably. Do you have any bassists that inspire you?
Kim Deal, I think her name is, from the Pixies.
Yeah.
And Tina Weymouth from Talking Heads, so I really like her bass line.
So this new single, like, I think it really excited me the first time I heard it, because I got sent a lot, but it gave this kind of like ethereal, dreamy indie vibe. And I think you guys are fans of WARPAINT. The reason I got excited about it is because it made me kind of want to go back and listen to keep it healthy, because it has that energy. And it's not like you sound just like WARPAINT, but I think I haven't really heard, especially from like the Midlands scene, anyone with that kind of sound. So is it quite like a deliberate sort of dreamy, psychedelic indie vibe you're going for?
Well, I feel like we've all got quite like varied influences.
Yeah.
But I think
a lot of the music that's coming out the West Mids, I mean, we're all really avid gig goers, so
yeah.
You know, the local gigs, the bigger gigs. But yeah, I just feel there's quite a lot of, you know, the kind of classic rock or a lot of indie rock, but there's not a lot of other avenues at the minute.
No, definitely not.
And especially with like female bands as well, so we were like, let's pave the way for, you know, something quite different.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure that's going to have a really positive impact. At the moment you start gigging, then more girls will start seeing it and getting inspired to like pick up guitars themselves. Do you guys think there's like one reason or a few reasons why there aren't more like female only or like bands with women in the Midlands scene? Like, are there particular obstacles, or is it more like a deep-rooted cultural thing?
That's really hard.
Yes, not to like deep it out or anything. There's obviously like not a right, I guess, one right answer to this.
Yeah, I just feel like generally, I mean, all the gigs that we tend to go to, like, you don't really hear of. I mean, if there are, you know, we don't really hear of any, or, you know, I don't know.
It's weird, isn't it? But we've got you guys coming through now, and I guess there's a lot of great bands from the Birmingham scene, like the Cosmics and Licio, who like have female frontwomen who are like just brilliant and kind of unique and powerful in their ways. So I reckon, hopefully, if gigs come back, 2021 can be a good year for paving the way for that. And you mentioned you guys are really avid gig goers. So like, what kind of shows with local bands or bigger bands coming to Coventry and Birmingham did you manage to go to, like, in the past few years before everything shut down?
All of us really like going to like festivals
amazing.
and try and go to some like bigger artists as well.
The top ones, I mean, technically not a gig, but festivals got to be. We attended Primavera Festival in Barcelona in 2000. And I feel like for all of us, it was something that we'd wanted to do for a while. I mean, the lineup's always great with that one.
Yeah.
And we just kind of pushed the boat out and we're like, yeah, let's do it.
So, and you all went over there like together as a group kind of holiday thing as well.
Yeah.
That's amazing. What's the atmosphere over there? I'm guessing you've been to Reading together at some point. Or never, really. But what's the difference in atmosphere between like a Primavera and a UK festival? Hopefully a lot cleaner.
No pushing, even when you're at the front. Like no one's trying to...
Everyone's really chill.
The weather was good.
It
didn't rain. No need for wellies.
No need for that kind of nervous checking of the weather forecast and knee deep in mud. Are you yay or nay on the mosh pit stance?
Anna, I'll let you take this one.
I tend to stand at the back.
To avoid the mosh pits.
Yeah, to avoid, but I think if I was a bigger build, I probably would.
Just need to come in like 7 or 8 layers of sweater, and then you can pad yourself out, or like one of those sumo costumes to provide some protection.
Those big bubbles.
Do you know what? There was a socially distanced gig. I've forgotten who put it on, but it was some band in LA. They had a gig with Zorbs, and that was how they did the social distancing. Yeah, those things. I don't know how many you could fit in the Sunflower Lounge. Probably not enough. No.
3 or 4 maybe.
Yeah, is the Sunny like your go-to venue in Birmingham, or is it more like, are you more, sick? There's been some...
I mean, for any other kind of events, it was always the meeting point anyway. So like if there was a band on downstairs, we'd go and check it out regardless. So I feel like the Sunflower Lounge definitely like...
And I know like places like Dead Wax, they started to put on a lot more live music.
Yeah.
So we've been going there a little bit before all this happened.
Definitely. Have you seen anyone good at Dead Wax? Like, I love the atmosphere there. I think for a socially distanced show, it kind of works reasonably well, like with the outside bit, and you get good craft ales as well. So.
Yeah. I can't think of anyone I've seen there. It's mainly been like DJs and stuff like that at the moment.
Because you guys say you have like eclectic taste. So are you? I'm guessing it's not just rock music. You're into like any of the local like rap music coming through, or I don't know, Lab 11. I think that's like garage nights or something.
There's I think there's someone from Nuneaton. He's called Hot, and he's really really good. Yeah.
That's sick.
I like his music.
Definitely.
I think who else?
Do you prefer kind of the grime side of rap, or more like the wavy kind of trip hop like Travis Scott sound?
I do like Travis Scott.
Yeah.
I don't know. I tend to like specific artists and genres.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Definitely. That's a good way to be, I think. But I was checking out your Instagram, and I noticed some interesting photo shoots. I mean, it's funny because you started the interview by saying the reason you became a band is because you kind of look like one. But some of the photo shoots are top tier. Like, first of all, a tennis court in Oxfordshire. I don't know, does some of you guys have like family there, or was that just a random one visiting a friend?
I have family in Oxford, both sides of my family, so mum and dad, they're both from Oxford, so like all of our family are in there. But that was actually a little music video shoot.
Oh,
yeah.
To be coming out. Are you guys fans of Foles?
Yes.
Is that a Foles reference? Wearing tennis clothing? Because really early Foles, I'll see if I can get a picture actually of really early Foles in tennis gear.
No, it wasn't. I don't.
It wasn't.
Yeah, no, I don't feel like I've seen the video.
That's amazing. I think it was like Hummer. They're really early videos. They were just doing weird stuff. Well, here is Foles in tennis gear. Once it puts in focus there. Who are of course from Oxford. So there you go. That's an iconic moment. I'm excited for that to come out then. Any of you guys like play tennis naturally, or was it more for the aesthetic?
Oh god, no, we were so bad.
Yeah, it's so embarrassing.
But I'm guessing it
of how bad we actually were at playing tennis. So
yeah, you're taking a few shots in the video though, so we'll get to see. Outtakes only. But it's been amazing chatting to you guys, and I think 2021, I imagine, a very exciting time for you guys. So what is the plan from here? Because we've got Closer to You out, which I think really like stunning debut single. Are you thinking more in terms of a string of singles or something longer form by the end of the year?
I mean, we've got kind of bits here and there, but nothing too concrete. So I guess it'll probably be a couple more singles, and then I guess when we feel we're all ready.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, the biggest thing that we kind of want to tackle at the minute is getting in those rehearsals and actually getting to meet the opportunity to do these things. Obviously, it depends what comes with this year. But yeah, I mean, definitely want to get as much as we can done.
Yeah. Are you thinking at all about live music, or is that? I mean, I think Boris is doing an announcement in about 40 minutes at the time of recording, so maybe not the best time to be planning. But I'm guessing that's something you'd really love to do as a band.
Definitely, yeah, 100%. It's just in the back of our heads.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, Hamburger Momma, thank you so much for catching up with us. Keep doing your thing, and we're going to spin Closer to You right now on BBC Introducing.